Lawhorn with Harmony on tap. Today we have a very special guest on this show. He's earned many achievements as a Native American singer and guitarist. He's also a Grammy winner, 3-time Grammy nominee, and 5-time Native American Music Award winner, Micki Free.
Thank you so much for that lovely introduction.
You're quite welcome. Did you ever think 25, 26 years ago that you'd be hearing those words? Grammy winner, Grammy nominee.
Yeah, that's pretty weird actually. You know, when I got in the music business, it was never about winning awards or anything like that. It was, and it sounds corny, I just really wanted to be a musician, you know?
Yeah.
And get chicks. Because, you know, that's what like rock stars did, you know? And I was,
you get chicks.
Dude, I mean, I didn't even know you made money at it, you know? Until Gene Simmons told me. I mean, I just wanted to like play guitar and like be like Jimi Hendrix and like, you know, get chicks. So yeah, it's a nice feeling to, you know, to win a Grammy. And, you know, while in Shalimar I was nominated, we were 3 times. It might even be 4, I don't even know. But then finally winning, that was pretty cool. I mean, I got something, you know, I'm in the Grammy Hall of Fame, yeah.
You're like,
it's cool.
Do you ever get desensitized by hearing it, or does it, every time you hear it, does it make you want to, the drive stronger and make you want to write more and play more music?
You know, for me, I'm so normal. That's the rumor. You know?
Normal for a rocker.
Yeah, right. I mean, like I said, I don't like plan on stuff like that. And I'm mostly everything that I do musically, I try to do my best because I'm just one of those kind of guys that likes to do their best at mostly everything they do. So, you know, when I write songs, I like to write them to the best of my ability. I like to be proud of what I do, and if manna falls from heaven, cool. If not, I don't really care, you know?
You did everything that you possibly could do.
You know, I think I was one of the, knock on wood.
We'll both knock on wood.
Okay, yeah, one of the lucky ones. You know, I came from a very small place, and you know, I won a Grammy, and you know, I was discovered by Gene Simmons. I went multi-platinum. My guitar and my Grammy are hanging in the Hard Rock in Hollywood, Florida. Yeah, you know, I've been lucky. My new album's out. You know, my friends are rock stars. You know.
What more could you ask
yeah, you know.
You're from Texas, right?
I was born in Texas.
What part?
Mineral Wells, Texas. But I didn't grow up there. I grew up in Europe. I was born in Texas, and I'm an Army brat, so my stepfather went immediately to Texas, and I don't even know what it looks like there.
I was born and raised in Texas. That's why I was asking.
Really? Where?
Yeah. I was born in Austin, but then I was
Austin's
raised
cool,
in Dallas. And
Austin's cool.
Yeah, music scene over there.
It's happening. It used to be. So that's another story.
It's LA now. It's happening. It's only LA.
All right.
Taking it back to the Shalimar days of dancing in the sheets.
Right.
How was that whole experience for you?
Well, you know, Shalimar for me was really almost like a fluke. My whole life, you know, I've always been like a blues rock guitar player forever. You know, I wasn't into R&B or any kind of funk music ever. I didn't even know really what it was. And so I was in LA and recording at SIR or rehearsing somewhere, and someone stuck their head in the door and said, you know, would you be interested in coming and talking to this guy about playing in a group called Shalimar because they're looking for a guy that's just like you. I'm like,
really?
just like me? I'm like, what's just like me? I'm thinking, you know? But at that time, Prince was really big. And so a lot of record companies were looking for that princely looking kind of a guy to fill in the rock slot to R&B music, you know, like Eddie did for Beat It for Michael Jackson, stuff like that. And so I said, oh sure, I'll listen to it, you know, I'll see. And at the time Gene was handling my career, so I had to go to Tower Records on Sunset. It's not there anymore, but it used to be a Tower Records there. And I bought a Shalimar record, and I listened to them like, forget it. You know, I don't want to be in this band. You know, it's not what I want to do. And Gene Simmons said to me, if you join Shalimar, it will be like getting into a limousine the first time around instead of a taxi. I knew exactly what he meant. So I said, okay. So I joined Shalimar, and I got famous and infamous. And it, you know, and then I had a solo deal too. We signed at the same time, so it was pretty cool. And then I enjoyed it actually.
Because I know you're mostly rock, and I knew that was mostly rock. Pop and R&B.
Yeah, totally. And I had, after I got into the band and started listening to it and meeting a lot of cool people, i.e. Prince and everybody, because Shalimar was a huge band before I joined the band.
Yeah.
You know. And then I started to dig, and I started to learn a lot. And then Prince wanted me to play in his band and do a movie with him, and all kinds of stuff happened to me back then. You know, I used to go out Vanity. It was crazy. That's a whole new segment.
It's not crazy anymore?
No, I'm boring now. The only thing I do is like make records and shop.
There's nothing wrong with shopping.
I hear you. I could shop with the best of them.
Okay, we'll see about that.
Oh, trust me.
Is it true that Jimi Hendrix is your hero?
Jimi Hendrix is my first love on guitar, no doubt. When I was 12 years old, I saw Jimi Hendrix play in Germany. I was a young boy. I'll never forget it.
Who went with you?
My sister took me to the concert. I was 12, and we didn't even know who it was going to be. I'd never even heard of Jimi Hendrix. And we went to the show, and Hendrix walks out on stage. I'll never forget this. Cool, freaking, you know, paisley on, leather fringes, and he had on pink bell bottoms. And he looks at the crowd and goes, "Yeah, dig. This song is for the lady in the front row with the pink panties." Wow! And he goes into Foxy Lady. I'm like, that was it, man.
And that's what inspired you.
Yeah, I go, man, I gotta be a rock star.
What row were you sitting in?
The third row.
You even remember?
Oh God, I was like, he walked out and I was like, what the? I'll never forget it. Because for me, you know, I'm a classic rock guy, no doubt.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm living in Germany. I'm a Stones guy. I'm a Hendrix guy. I'm a Cream guy. You know, Who, just classic rock. You know, I dig that kind of stuff. Blues rock especially.
Yeah.
You know, ZZ Top.
I hear that. Man. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt. That's what I like.
How did you come about playing Native American flute music?
You know, is that crazy or what? Have you heard any of my records?
I like Mother Earth.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The flute sounds amazing.
What happened was, I'm Comanche and Cherokee, so there was a time when the music business, like in the 90s, and I was just bored, and I just really didn't want to be part of the music business anymore. The scene was just trite to me, and everyone sounded the same, looked the same, and I was just not into it. And there's gatherings that are called powwows that Native Americans always go to, and we dance and full regalia, and there's music. There's a flute player playing a flute there. Man, I heard that flute, I was like, what the? It was like lightning struck me, and and so I went, someone gifted me a flute, and I started playing it, and I don't know how to read music. I'm not a school musician, but I can play.
But all by ear.
Yeah. And I taught myself how to play flute too. And so I started making flute CDs, and I have about 3 of them out. And the Native American flute is a courting instrument that the Northern Plains Indians used to court women with. You would go outside their teepee and play the Native American love flute. That's what it's called.
Aww.
I got quite successful at it.
It was very much a romantic thing.
Quite so, darling.
So you'll
hear it later.
He gained chicks on the rock side, and then he gained chicks at the powwows.
True. Yeah, right. I'm boring, but I love the flute. It's so beautiful. I mean, if you folks out there have never heard it, you need to get my CDs and dig them.
Were you raised going to the powwows?
No, I was not. I grew up in Europe mostly because of my stepfather was in the service. And then I came back to America and then kind of like followed the red road, we call it. And then I saw Dances with Wolves, Crazy Story again. And I was like looking at I'm feeling weird inside.
It's like a brick hitting you in the head.
Exactly right. And my sister goes, you need to come and see me and go to see a medicine man. And she took me to see a Lakota holy man. And he said,
Lakota Indians.
Yeah,
they do Native American Indian healing.
Yeah. He said to me, it's time for you to come back to your heritage of the Red Road and walk the path. And I'm like,